Why, hello, 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 my chatty matties. How y'all doing today? It's Friday, end of the week. Let's see. Hello, old man. Hello, Dreister. Good to see you, the first rat eating that Davy cheese. Na 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 na. Rat man, rat man. That is indeed me. How y'all doing today? It's Friday. It's a good day. Yippee. Oh man. So far, it's Friday. It is indeed Friday. I woke up. I woke up to like it was like at 6 a.m. and I heard like metal grinding. I'm like, what's going on? Who's grinding metal? Like in this early in the morning, I couldn't tell if it was like the neighbors or it was like, but it sounded like it was coming at my house. I'm like, you know, it sounds like somebody's doing something. It's too early for this bullshit, so I just went back to bed. And I woke up later around like 8ish. And then I woke up. I'm like, who was this? Was somebody using? Like, I asked, like, who's using the metal grinder? He's like, no. And somebody told me, oh no, it was either the coffee grinder or the neighbors. I'm like, oh. So that was a weird surprise. A little too sleepy, not my problem. The only thing that I know I should probably go is if my dog's making a lot of noise because he's a little bit of a rascal. If I hear him like getting into things, I have to. It can be like at sometimes at 6 or 5 a.m. or he's like trying to get into like some food he's not supposed to. I have to like walk. I have to like get up, walk over there, tell him, "Hey, stop that nonsense," and then just waddle and just go back to bed. That's normally what sometimes my mornings start off with. Anyways, enough about my time. Let's get to the power washing. So I'm looking at the things we can buy. It looks like we have like cosmetics. Like nothing really interesting. I'm really like dying to get. These are also cosmetic. I'd rather just spend money on the equipment. Let's get some. I feel like buying. Let's buy this soap nozzle and these two other nozzles for now, and then we'll go from there. Thinking bonus jobs we can do. Let's do a bonus job first. We have so many of these. Let's try odd jobs first before we do like some of the career. We have the Monkey Man, the Muckingham files. Let's do odd job. Let's clean. Guys, we're going to Mars. So, hey, Wishy, sorry to message you late at night, but how are you set for tomorrow? Remember my friend Marsha, the total space cadet? Well, she's in urgent need for a power washer. Couple disclaimers: one, she's way out of town, but she said you'll pay her expenses as long as you're not too astronomical. It has to be tomorrow. I just thought of doing an odd job somewhere alien might help the business take off. I'll text you the details. Neg deals when you get to them in the morning and see how it lands. Until then, you can always dream could be, what it could be. So we're going intergalactic now. All right. So looks like we're on Mars now. Take that, Musk. Let's try this turbo nozzle. Ah, it's the spinny guy. long extension, 40 degrees. Power washing in space. That is one of my favorite emotes that Ellie has. It's so funny. I need to ask the context of like what's the context of like this emote next time like she's live. I think it's so funny. Let me just get the stubby. Good old stubby. Power washing in space. How do you even would you power wash in space? You have to like obviously you can't do it like in orbit. Because you know there's no water. Wait, oxygen levels. Wait a second. Do I have a time limit? Or are they just fucking with me? Oh god. Magical universal land. Yeah. Let me just soak it. Your explanation is has been contaminated with a dangerous substance. No terraforming colonies can take place until you've eradicated the threat. You need to select a cleanser to use soap. Oh, okay. I see. I should probably get one of those. Get an all-purpose. I'll get that once we're done with this odd job. Oh, that's the oh, that's the rover's thing. I thought it was like my oxygen. I may not be the smartest, chat. I might just be a little stupid. Effective active chemical. When exposed, the individual cannot help but act with intense integrity. With absolute integrity. I mean, can we feed that to a lot of people? Can you imagine what would something like that got in the wrong hands? I mean, I think integrity is based, so I can go under the body. Thanks for the tip, Dreister. Forgot to say sorry. Or I mean, thank you. Previous outbreak, one of our colonies reorganized itself. Always remembers opportunity pour. Always remembers opportunity pour one out for the longest serving rover on Mars. Ah, damn. They step opportunity. Last famous, the last famous message is getting. My battery's low and it's getting dark. Damn. That's actually kind of ominous. Just like, oh yeah, I'm about to go down. It's like Orida. The drill. Remember correctly, it was supposed to be in the last few months, but up there worked for years. Damn, that's a trooper. Showed people what was up. Ah, there's the drill. Oh, it's this part? Ah, I see. Mystery hatch. Where is this little mystery hatch? Rock Allen analyzer, wheel hubs. Hatch may be underneath. That's what I'm thinking. Oh my god, it's the helicopter, helicopter. Ah, there it is. There's the rock analyzer. Okay. Wheel hubs. It was named Hell is Ingenuity, first handmade object powered to fly on another planet. That's pretty, man. It's crazy how like, and with how like scuffed science could be, like with how like bad things like humans have done with science. It's nice to know. It's cool to be reminded. It's like, hey, we've done some pretty cool stuff with the science. Mystery hatch. What the hell is this hatch? Sad error this year when its rotor broke and after hard landing. Oh no! Not it. Come on, ingenuity. Come on. Poor ingenuity. It's doing its job. Now it's hard on the job. The Wait a second. Ah, I see. It's over here. Well, I found the hatch. Year off. Well, January of last year. Was also in five times. And end up going to 7-2. That's pretty cool. I never really knew all this space away. I just know like we went to moon, and that was cool. And now we try to go to Mars, and that's about it. I know what it's gonna do once I get to like the it just doesn't show I go to Mystery Hatch. Pretty cool. Alright. Let's do another odd job. Let's do the let's do the gnome fountain. starting this job, we'll reset any progress on the other bonus jobs. Oh, okay, so it's just kind of like you can just do something quick for fun. Okay, this is much bigger than I thought it would be. Okay, first things first. I think I'm gonna try going by this game like this. I'm going to go starting off at the top and then go from there. All right. No, that is pretty obvious. What do you think? But what do you think? It's almost for obvious reasons. But what do you think it's made out of? Because it's kind of a marvel, and then you can possibly purpose it into the parks to the new Parkskeeper Lodge.
Damn, that is pretty good.
I want to know. Stone cleaner, this is probably what we need. There we go. Ah, this is so nice. It's crazy how like human ingenuity can like last longer than we thought, or just like machines can last for like can run like certain devices can run like forever. Like there's one YouTuber I watch. Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room full of rats, and the rats made me crazy.
Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room full of rats, and the rats made me crazy. I'm crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room full of rats, and the rats made me crazy.
Thank you for the rubber room, Wayne Campbell. Welcome in, welcome in. Can I be able to join you and help you pass? It takes two people, at least to pass that one. I'm good. I appreciate the offer though. I kind of want to use this as maybe another time. Or is it like mandatory that I really need two people? Because I'm pretty sure I can handle it by myself. If not, I can just go to like the other jobs. Because these are just bonus jobs. Unless it really affects my performance, and I can just do that. Can at least add you to friends the next time I run it up, so I'm able to join them. I don't know, man. I just kind of, respectfully, like, I just met you, so. I maybe I just met you, just followed. Thank you so much for the follow, but yeah, I don't feel like too comfortable giving out like my username information. Don't think about it too hard. I'm just asking. Yeah, I don't want to have to pass on the offer, bro. I appreciate it, but I'd rather just try to do this myself, or just like, privacy and all that stuff. I don't know why my alerts don't go off, like. I have to go in Twitch and mess with them. appreciate the following you coming in. Appreciate ya. I like the shiny, clean middle and dirt SX below. Such a big difference. Yeah. Funny looking. Yeah, I'm just trying to get as like much as I can by going by order. Funny looking, just gonna be funny looking. Chad, this is something I can really this is something that I can like really I had a conversation like this like early like I'm gonna say last night, but it was like closer to like 1 or like midnight. So early, like basically early morning, super early morning. I was in a VC with some friends, and one of them talked about another person that they knew about like how they like how they enjoy media. And like, listen, there's a few things I just don't really like understand or don't really like about like I don't get people like there's two things I don't get. There's a few things I don't get about people. And one of them is first of all, one of them's large egos. I don't large ego people I can't stand. It's just I'm like why, like, how has nobody humbled you? And it's just annoying dealing with people who like have think their shit don't stink. It's like one of my least favorite like things about like a person. If you have a large ego, then I'm just gonna try to keep my like just not gonna fuck with you because I'm just like, why? There's no point of having like being like this. Another thing I don't really like about how some people can act is freaking people who um people who actively will just town ain't big enough for large egos. Yeah, that's kind of me. But I don't get people who just go into something with the intent to like not enjoy it. Like people who go into something and like going into like to like if they hate like hate watching to me it just seems like a waste of your time. It's like, do you not um like why would you actively engage in media that you know you don't like, or do something you know you don't like and just do it anyways? It just sounds awful. Like, what's the point of it? Like, don't you want to like life's short, why not like, I don't know, enjoy it? That's what I'm saying. It's like, and you're gonna spend your time just watching media that you don't like. It just seems so. It's so counterintuitive. It's like life is short, but you want to spend it with like just reaction videos, reaction videos by people who just bash other people. Yeah, and listen, I understand that the like most algorithms um are like based off negativity, and negativity sells. Like, that's just like the truth. But like, this is just a random person just trying to enjoy something. Like, if like I can't like if you watch a movie trailer and decide I don't really like, it's like I don't like the cut of this movie's vibe, and then still go out, oh thank you Elijah Aboro, thank you very much for the follow. I don't know why my other one didn't work for Wayne, but welcome in, thank you very much for the follow. As I was saying, if you watch something like a trailer for a video game, movie, TV show, or anything, and you're like, this ain't for me, it's like, oh, I did not like a single thing of that, and just like, unless you're like a reviewer and it's something that like gains you like views, then I guess you'd have to watch it. But like, if you're not like a content creator where your livelihood doesn't depend on you watching media that you know you're not gonna like, then just don't do it. Like, just don't do it. It's just don't engage in media. You know, you're like, if you're somebody who doesn't like fantasy, then don't spend time watching, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, or the don't spend like watching the incredible the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and expect and like think you're gonna have a good time. Like, if you know yourself, just don't engage in media that you don't like. It's just, to me, it's not that hard. It's just like, if you don't like a certain genre of a certain thing, don't engage with it. Don't engage with it. And if you try to engage with it and still had an open mind, but came around, it's like still not my thing, then at least you learned that, hey, this isn't my thing. You may see why other people might like it, or you just be like, nah, I still don't like it, and just move on. Like, we don't need to voice every negative opinion about something anymore. Like, we don't need to. People don't need to hear that. I don't like X, therefore no one else can like it because of that. That's so stupid. Like, I generally don't get people who are think if I don't like it, then other people can't like it because I'm me and I'm so cool, and I'm the paragon of all, like, of all like opinions in the world, of everything. It's like, no, like, Like I'm not like I might not like certain genres, certain things. I don't like shooter games, but like I mean I've only played like a few. There's a few I like, but I'm not gonna say that the entire genre is bad. It's just like the genre is not for me. Stupidest thing about today's day and age. It's like yeah, like I may not like games that you may like, Dreister, but it's like I'm not gonna be like, why are you playing that shitty ass game, Dreister? Like my games, like Haste and other favorite games that I like. I'm so crazy. I'm so cool and all those other things. It's just I don't get people who just want to be like miserable all the time, or like people who actively like watch something and try to find like every single little flaw they can. Just like keep an open mind. It's like let the thing like surprise you on like terms of like maybe have a moment that actually I don't know, because there's definitely people who probably like thought something was really gonna be good and then they watch it and like man thought it could have been better, or people who were like man the thing's gonna suck and it's like actually wasn't that bad. It's like it's just feel like we're kind of like it just boils down to everybody thinking they're better than everybody else and they want power overs. It also just feels like everybody wants to stand out, and it feels like the only thing we can really like get out there in the world in terms of like in order to get popular you have to have like polarizing opinions, or like just have to be you have to like it's polarizing opinions. Like it has to be either really really good or like really really bad. It's like there's no in between. Like some things can just be okay, and that's okay. Not everything you're gonna read, not everything you're gonna like watch is gonna be like a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Like it's bound to happen. There's so many movies that I like personally on a personal scale that oh my god, I really like this movie. Even though I know the movie is actually kind of like Dookie Dogwater, or like it's not like that great. Like or it's not like a great like on terms of story, or like great in terms of like on a quote unquote objective scale. That's a whole nother scenario. And they just want power voters. It feels weird to have power of people over opinion when it's like you can like you can disagree on stuff. Like Gnome statue's done. What's the next thing I work on? Lower basin base, which is I assume down here. Get gnomed. Yep, I'm getting gnomed. Yeah, it just that came up to me, and I'm just like, and I'm kind of ranting about like things that don't really matter. Just like there's miserable people out there in the world. It's like, oh boy, but it's just like, man, like I can't. It just seems kind of like so annoying to like how like how fun can that really be, where you're actively enjoying media, or actually engaging media that you know you don't like. It's like, I'm not a big fan of spy movies, and then you just spend your day like watching like like hate watching is just seems to me such like a novel concept, because it's like, why watch something you hate? Like if you're like, what does that do for you? Like honestly, you hate watching it could possibly get um like like if you hate watching something, like what the heck's the point? Like I don't know, man. Just like, when do you want to spend your time watching something you actually enjoy? Like, it just seems like counterintuitive. Like, I know it's like everybody has free will, but like I think you're using your free will to like for something that you could being put in something better. I don't know, man. It's just that's what I think. It's just why just indulge in something you know you're not gonna like and just it just seems like a waste. Chad, do you think I'm honestly thinking about it. Should like we're getting money from this? We might as well finish it. Let's finish as much as we can. If we can't finish it, like to on this stream, I thought this was gonna be a small thing. In terms of like, does it just reset? Do I just lose the money? I'm curious what happens. Oh, I can just go. Oh, okay. I can just go back to the gem. I think I'm gonna do that instead. I think I'd rather continue like what we have already. I got gnomed. It defeated me. So this is an entire house. The brick. Okay, let's get the brick out of the way. Yeah, that's my little rant for the day, or just a little like I say vent session today. Just hate watching this cringe. That's what I'm saying. Or hate indulging in media. Just in my opinion, just cringe. I haven't really thought. I don't really have like any like other. I would say. Uh, things really like or just like yap sessions really planned because it's like I don't know. Life's just kind of van right now. Just like I haven't really been. I mean, besides me saying like, "Hey guys, want to hear me talk about more Ultraman?" Besides that, it's just nothing's really been like nothing too crazy has been like really happening in like my life. It's just been wake up, I do something to keep myself busy, and then bada beam, bada boom, and then I do stream. How do these houses get so dirty? I guess hurricane. I wouldn't know. Would it be easier if like I just like cleaned like just went instead of like doing one bit by one bit, I just got an entirety. I don't know. Hurricane power washing. I guess so. I'm pretty sure if a house got this dirty, it would have been like it would have been like destroyed by now. It would have been like it would have collapsed. Oh, deteriorated by now if a house looked like this. because the dirt breaks down like the materials, and then it's like bada beam, bada boom, you have no house anymore. Yeah, I think it's better to go do like area, not down the list. Oh, okay. But I'm already like getting these bricks done, so I might as well just do that. I'm in a reckless fever, love struck a light, teased her. I was thinking of like kaiju related media. The new Godzilla universe called the Kaisei universe from IDW dropped like 3 days ago, and I didn't know. I'm like, wait, wasn't like because I saw on their Instagram page like, hey, they're gonna this drops the same the comic that's also taking place in the universe drops like in a few like next month. I'm like, wait, the other one's supposed to drop in July, and I double checked. I'm like, oh, it did drop. Um, it did drop already, or it's like, oh, I saw an old post like, oh, it drops like next week, and I'm like, wait, that's actually a few days ago. So I bought it today. I haven't read it. I'm gonna read it after stream. Um, I'm kind of curious where they're gonna take this Godzilla from what I've seen. It's kind of be more. It seems like a darker, or it seems like a more serious take, but probably have a few moments of levity. Not really that dark, but like it's probably gonna be more like in line with like the '90s era, where it's kind of like where it's kind of like goofy, like if you really think about it, but they take themselves like they take what's happening on screen like pretty seriously. It's really nice to have like new like like new versions of characters in different media because it's like Godzilla starts in film, so of course we're gonna have. It's interesting to have like read me book. I request a narration stream. Uh, well, I don't think I got anything that's too interesting to read. Plus, it's a comic book, so you're gonna be missing out on like the visual aspects of like the art and the illustrations and all that stuff. Become a psychic, project image in my brains. I don't think I could. I don't think my brain's strong. I don't think I got enough wrinkles in my brain to do that, brother. Just fill your brain more like an organized project, problem solved. Let me just try. Let me just try breaking my skull, my skull into like to reach my brain to give it a little more wrinkles. Walking around the crimbo tree. God, it's weird to know that it feels like every year the winter holidays get here quicker. Well, today's Christmas in July. Yeah, oh yeah, it would be. Christmas is happening in 5 months, everybody. Are you excited? And I just feel like the need for having these big Christmas parties. I honestly Christmas is nice. It's cool to get things, but at the end of the day, I know it's all materialistic. It's cool to get these things. Honestly, I'd rather just some days it'd just be nice to have a small Christmas. I'm just a very intimate, immediate, just people closest to you Christmas rather than try to do this whole big family thing. Because I don't know, it just feels like we shouldn't be really spending. Honestly, I think it would be cool if people used Christmas as a time to instead of getting gifts, band together and do a major trip, do one big expensive thing. But then again, people want that free shit. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm just give me money at this point. So I could just buy whatever I want. Oh, we got an ad break coming in 1 minute, chat. I run 3 minute ads every hour to eliminate pre-roll ads, so you can come in and watch at ad free. Some new viewers come in, ad free when they join. I'm going to be. I'll take the time to go to the bathroom, stretch your legs, get a snack, drink some water, give attention to your pet, hug a loved one, stuff like that. I want to take. I'm. If you're wondering if you're missing any content, you're not gonna be missing out on much. For those who are worried about, I'm not subbed. I'm gonna miss all this power watching. No, you're not. I'm just gonna be simply. I'm gonna be going to the bathroom actually, and then I'll just keep it on BRB. So y'all can just go do something else. Cause I honestly have a need to go. I refuse to move my chair. Too bad, you gotta move it. Remove from my chair. You're just gonna have a little bucket at the bottom to be like, I'm going to the bathroom here now. Just install a little make your chair into a toilet so you can at least go to the bathroom. Or just like get like a floating like chair, so you can never move from it. All right, I want to BR. All right, BRB. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm back, chat. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I'm gonna turn my fan. Goddamn. Oh boy, it's hot in here. I'm back. Let's get the game back started again. Sound sofa just now had a strange sigh-like sound. Spooky. That's concerning. I don't know if that's concerning or not for like sofa. Any sofa furniture and heads in here, chat? yeah, chat. No stream tomorrow. I'll be out of town. Just to let y'all know. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Forgot to tell you that. Dryster, is this what the condition of your friend's apartment looked like? Of course. Do 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 do. I'm curious. Like, I wonder how many like I wonder, you know how those videos of like real blank reacts to blank. I wonder if there's any things for like there's probably videos about like real power washer um plays power washer simulator. I assume like for us this is pretty relaxing, but for people who like do this as a job, they're like, oh god, please don't. I don't want to be reminded of work for my like free time. Unless it's like slightly more soothing because it's fictional. There's like does it come with like the I would say the negatives of this happening in real life. You're not in the elements. You don't have to deal with crappy clients. You just kind of do a job and go. Recycle, move, original taste. Oh, chat! A few days ago, I had water. I had Whataburger again. Um, I went to my friend, and my friend had a little. He can. His birthday was on a Wednesday, and he couldn't really do much. Um, or he couldn't really do much because people on a weekday. Whataburger. Yep, Whataburger. Hello, Elijah Boreal. Yeah, I got the, what do we have? We were, like, looking for places to go out, like, it was, like, almost, like, midnight by the time we got there. We were like, okay, we're getting hungry, what do we get? It's like, well, this pizza place is closed. Alright, so we're gonna go there. Another place was about to be closed, or, like, it was, like, well, we had to go to the drive-thru. We didn't know how we were all gonna like pay, separately. And one of the restaurants we were going to, even though it was open 24 hours, we were like, oh, but they're mopping. And another place was like, oh, that place is about to open, but like, yeah, we'll be the last people in. It's like 45 minutes of closing. And they're probably probably like in the process of closing and cleaning, the grill and all that stuff. So we were like, we'll just go to Whataburger, and or Whataburger. And it was pretty good. We got to go. I got what did I get? I got the chicken tender, the barbecue chicken tender, like grilled, like sandwich. Basically, it's like grilled cheese toast on chicken. It was like I can't remember if it had cheese. I don't think it did, but it may have. But it was like that. It was like barbecue sauce, chicken tenders, and did it have cheese? I think it might have cheese. And it was delicious. I really liked it. I think the first thing I think I got their chili cheese melt. Like my first time going, my friend was like, "Hey guys, I want to go. Hey guys, any of you guys free? I kind of just want to chill with the homies." All of them like, "Sorry, bro, busy." So I'm like, I'll go. I was gonna just like, fuck it, just a little spontaneous hangout. I normally don't do those because I'm more of a person who like likes to have plans, like concrete plans, and like, hey, what time is it? That's how I normally work. Get this, and I got their chili cheese melt, and I can't remember what I got last time. I went there a second time. That's like my third time I remember I've been to Whataburger. So far, I haven't like a terrible experience. The only thing I had terrible is that the soda I got this from the soda machine was kind of flat. I probably should have tasted it first. But yeah, Whataburger's pretty decent for fast food. It might just by default. It could be recency bias, but like I do think it's like possibly top 3 fast food places. Then again, I don't really do fast food. It's like I don't really do fast food often. I'm sure for a lot of people who do fast food a lot, I guess it's like there's some luxury to it. I think it's like, to me, like, fast food's kind of like, it's more, I think fast food's kind of like a luxury in a place. It's like, honestly, food is a necessity. I'm back, Rat Attack. Welcome back, Dreister. I think fast food, like, getting fast food is nice, but it's not like a food you should be eating every day. Like, there's better choices with, like, you can make. And fast food's delicious. I will give you that. It is good. Or a lot of places are good. Some of them are hit or miss, but you just gotta learn. I was talking about, like, the fact I went to Whataburger and started to talk about my experiences and talk about, like, hey, fast food's cool, but you shouldn't really be eating it or buying it every day, because that could get expensive and also just generally not good for your well-being in the future. I guess the whole point of fast food is, like, you don't have to cook your food, and it's nice. It's nice to, like, you don't have to think about, oh man, what I'm gonna prep for dinner. What do we have? Because some days there's people out there, like, I kind of felt how my parents feel, like, trying to find out what they're streaming. Like, it's probably this part similar feeling of, like, what the fuck do I do? Um, when they're trying to figure out, like, what do I make for dinner? Um, I don't know, but, like, TLDR, fast food's cool, but it's not something you should be eating every day. Or just eating out in general. What is your Roman Empire? What is my Roman Empire? That's a good question. What is something I constantly think about? Huh. False alarm, Jenny put the water in his bin. I would say probably, like, just media consumption and adapting media, and just, like, I would say that would be my Roman Empire, because I really like to talk about, like, various forms of, like, adaptations, or just, like, media in general, media consumption, and just how people react to certain media, and just, like, how people consume media. It's just, like, kind of just, like, media consumption, I guess, would be my answer. Because that's the only thing that comes to the top of my head. Because the more I think about, like, adaptations, or just, like, or how I would do my own adapting media consumption. Interesting. Yeah, because it's like, I always think about, like, um, like, because people usually, when there's, like, a bad take on, like, a beloved franchise, most people blame, like, a particular person. They usually blame, oh, it's this person's fault. Oh, it's that person's fault. And it's like, it's a single blame, but people can tend to forget that entertainment is very collaborative. Like, a lot of, like, there is, like, no such thing as a one-man show, except if you are like, a solo, maybe, like, an independent artist, like, that makes their own beats and makes their own lyrics to, like, songs that they make. That's, like, the closest thing that we have, or, like, maybe, because it's like, it's a whole thing. But keeping in mind, like, most things have, or I think the only ones that kind of close to, like, being truly, like not having a team with it, or not having a team involved, it's, like, songwriting and just, like, musicians, because it's like, most of the time it's like, at best, you might have a producer and a record label, but like I don't know how exactly that whole works. I'm more knowing about knowledge about movies, TV, and theater. But it's like, it took a team to, like, write that script, right? Like, it wasn't. It's like, and sometimes, like, people usually blame, most people time like blame like the director, because they honestly they're just kind of told it's like, hey, this is it's like they look at the script, you want to direct this, and be like, okay, cool, I'll try, or like maybe it's like, oh cool, want to direct this, we'll get you a writer. And I feel like it seems, I don't think they really get to choose, like, so I don't think most of the time, I guess it depends on like the project, but sometimes most of the time our director isn't really, don't really choose like the like the writer for like the project, because usually they have the script first, then like, at least I think. But then again, there are directors who do like write their scripts themselves. Like, good example, Tarantino wrote a lot of his movies, and apparently he writes them on a typewriter because he wants every little like piece of dialogue to matter. He doesn't want any like throwaway dialogue. It's just that there's a lot of things that can go wrong in like in anything, like in a movie, in a TV show, or in a theater. Or just like there can be like, there's so many things. There's not like one blame. There's not like one particular like person you can truly blame. I'm like, man, this thing sucked. It's like things happen. Just like, but then again, there's also like, I guess like comics, because it's like there might be some because comics is also another thing. Is it's like, yes, there's like writers and directors who like, or like writers and artists who do, there are people who do both the writing, like the art, like the writing and the art. But it's like at the end of the day, it goes to like, unless it's an indie comic, it goes to like the editorials, editorial process, like the editorial and like Marvel editorial, DC editorial, like, and various other like editing. And there's so much like corporate meddling that can happen within media. It's just like, it's not good to just be like, hey, you who directed this, it's your fault this is bad. It's like, not always, and it's not entirely on them. It's just I feel like, I don't know if people are like still like on like blaming one particular person, but like there's only so much you can do as like with like the script you're given as a director, especially also as an actor too. Like, obviously, like certain people can make things less like, and certain actors' performance can make a certain character not likable, or just not really like, you're like, okay, I don't think they really dropped portraying this character. But most of the time, they shouldn't really like ruin the entirety of the movie unless it's like unless they're like the main character. But then again, once again, that's like, there's writers involved. There's like, because a lot of actors can do like, they may get a bad script and just be like, okay, I'm gonna just work with what I got, and then it's a whole mess. That's like probably my Roman Empire, just media, just like how people perceive media, how people consume media, and just adapting various mediums. Like, I'm always gonna be like, if you're adapting, like, I will say when you're adopting like fantasy or sci-fi or anything along those lines, I feel like I think the best way to do it is just like an animated series, because it's like, you don't have to try to like Roman your Roman Empire is very interesting and much like, thank you, but because I feel like when you like, if you, because it's like, one, you don't have any limitations of like, you know, it's animation. There's no like limitation of what you can like do. Like if you're adapting like let's say what's something like a famous like fantasy series, like obviously people are gonna go through like okay adapt it like a TV show, like I don't know, like I don't know, like Games of Thrones, have a TV show, or some people like oh the Lord of the Rings movies, adapt them, like a movie. But like with the movies, you have to like with live action, it's like you have limitations, and with movies you have even more because it's like you have to try to cram like 1,000 like a big book into like at least most films are nowadays are like around 2 hours, around that margin, unless you do like Lord of the Rings director's cut where you get like a just longer just longer just like movies to like fit more narrative into the film. I just feel like it's just easier to like do animation. But then again, animation isn't really respected here in the West because it's like it's usually still seen as like kiddie material because it's like there's no real person. How can I emotionally connect to this character if they're not physically if they're not physically like there? Which I'm not knocking like live action actors or just like I just feel like when adapting certain things, animation's probably the best way to go. Like a recent example is, or like a good example is like I can't imagine somebody adapting like a D&D campaign like the Legends of Vox Machina into anything else besides some form of animation. It's 2D, which I think is its best because it's like there's so many like it's just like there's certain things that are just better drawn because it's just like once again no limits. The only limits with your imagination with animation is your imagination. Like and that's why I like it. It just there's so many stories. Like I think comics really work well with animation because there's colorful like it's a colorful medium. Why not try to it will fit more colorful designs and trying to like trying to see if how that would look in real life. But then again, I understand that once again, animation is not really respected in the West. In other places it is, but here it's just like not really. Unless it's like foreign films like Ghibli films. I tried writing a book and realized some months into it that I'd rather be as graphic novel, that as graphic novel or comic, cue, malicious script writing. Yeah, like yeah, even if like written material, it's like how do because it's like it's the best way to find like the medium you want to tell it's like you want to find the medium that you can tell your story the best. Like that is like you got to find like how would I want to do this or like stuff like that because you got to find like how do I want to tell this story and or how do I want to tell the story, like it's like I want to tell my story in the best way possible. Like I had a few like story ideas and most of the time I'm going to feel like just animation, like maybe certain thing I like animation's like my opinion just a medium that just allows way more as again the only like limitation with animation is your imagination. And I understand why like people kind of gravitate towards anime more because it's like it's like it's such a like it's animation, it's such a free art form. I'm gonna drink some water. I've been yapping for way too long and I feel it. Whew. Yeah, water. Yeah, that was a lot of. Yeah, but as I was saying, I would if I had infinite money and like infinite time, I would definitely and you told me, hey, you get to create like an animated series that you've always like your idea into reality. I would definitely do animation all the way. That's gonna be my go-to form of media because it is, in my opinion, um, the best that I for my ideas. One big problem with that for me personally is inserting friends in the story that has cameos, appearances, side characters. They contribute good stuff to the story. One day I'll pump just fantasy dumpster fire. Yeah, I've been thinking. Yeah, like for me, like at most, like when it comes to like adding like friends or family, I think what I would probably do is like maybe like as a cameo, not like just like in the back as background characters, or maybe like a little reference to them, like a little like either like their personality or like maybe like a line that's like they've said like in real life. Obviously, depending on the mood, where if it's just where it fits. I like to have them get like mostly like at most just like background characters. Maybe they react to like the main character doing like where the action's happening. Maybe they're like in the background shot. A lot of my friends are are do know how to like act, so they probably do a decent job of voice acting. So maybe they can voice like a character or two, just to pay tribute to like my homies. I have too many ideas. I just haven't like really sat down like really like and written. There's like I have a lot of ideas. I just haven't like really like. It's gonna be kind of hard to execute them. I'm not really actively like writing them. I get like in these little like creative spurts where I'm like, um, where it's like I want to write something and like I spend like ideas on it. And then I kind of then it just kind of lives as like scenes in my head while I'm listening to music. That's usually when I go. Yes, exactly. I love Tolkien's Centauri made his wife the most beautiful elf. Made his best friend C.S. Lewis a tree that never got to the point. That is hilarious. I did actually watch all the Lord of the Rings trilogy in theaters when they did like their director's cut. I only the only one I did not see in theaters was the first one, Fellowship of the Ring. How do Dirt Finder? I got a roadies for you. When you spare a minute for us over at the recreational grounds. Hello, this is Grind Bandits. I need to help my poor little little play school. But the way we were oh no thing. Careful how you go around the volcano. The way that we did is that we were supposed to go. It was supposed to be all three movies were performing on different days, or like one movie was one day, one movie was another, and it was like the first movie was like on a Thursday, the second was on a Friday, and then the last one's on a Saturday. Um, the day we were supposed to go to the first movie, everybody got like everybody got sick or nobody's feeling good, so we all canceled our tickets. It's like, hey, I have an idea. What if we just did a little watch party? Um, Instead, like in our Discord server, everybody hops in VC and we can just chat and or just watch the movie. And that was fun. And then it was actually really cool to see Two Towers and Return of the King in theaters. Definitely definitely very long and not something I would do like every day, but I did really enjoy. I saw like why these movies are so loved, or why this like that whole book series is loved because of it was because I liked it. Peter Jackson, great adaptation. Yeah, Peter Jackson is really great stuff. I need to watch the 2005 King Kong, even though I heard that's quite a big boy. It's like that movie's like 3 hours. 3 hours long, and I'm very interested because I heard really great things. I'll probably watch the original King Kong. I mean, my only like reference for Kong is this one show on Netflix that's 3D animated, and the fact that he fights Godzilla because I'm a Godzilla fan. But I should really check out, basically the birth of like kai of like of American kaiju, sort of. He made makes long movies. Yeah, what's the last thing he's done, Peter Jackson? I don't remember. Googling now. Okay. 2014. Damn, it's been 11 years since he's like done like anything. I have a friend who's a big fan of like the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings series. He he doesn't he prefers he prefers the Hobbit as a story, but he prefers the he says he wasn't the biggest fan of if counting document he does documentaries. Oh, okay. I mean that's fine. I mean he's still getting work in the industry, so guess that's pretty good. And documentaries take a long time to make. But yeah, I have a friend who's like, I love the Hobbit, like book series, but he didn't really like the movie adaptations. The Hobbit's a really good story, but CGI really did a number on execution. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen them. The only clip I really see a lot about The Hobbit is Benedict Cumberbatch being Smaug and in the motion cap he did for that. Also, if I just brief side tangent back to like talking about stories, if I did my own Godzilla story, like I would like to have at least like I want to at least do like a one animated series and then two like a movie, like a live action movie. And then I would like to have motion capture for Godzilla because I liked the earlier legendary films like 2014, 2019 movies where he was motion capped, and I think that's pretty darn cool. I think motion capture brings like life to like the creatures in a way that just animating them in CG just doesn't really do. That's my opinion. That's my little soapbox. I think motion capture is cool. I think it's just funny to know that yeah, while Godzilla was walking around, there's a dude making faces, roaring. It makes like it adds like a little bit of whimsy to filmmaking. Get this man, get the writers team for a Kong stat. I would definitely do Oh man, if you asked me what would be the first thing I would want to like make into something. Oh man, what would it be? What would be the first thing I want to like create first? Ah man, there's so many things I would really like, ideas I would really want to like create. I would say this original series that I have, this original series that I like had an idea for. Um, I think it was like I wanted to name it Hollow Cleave, like the knife, like a cleaver, and is this kind of be like kind of just like taking those like the iconic horror icons and like other stuff and just like kind of make it like they live like in their own like dimension, like make them like species. You have maybe like a vampire species, like maybe a mummy species, just various in like various like basically just like a Halloween world, kind of like I guess um the Nightmare Before Christmas and various other like Halloween Town. Was Halloween Town Disney or was it Nickelodeon? I can't remember. But like kind of like that, where somebody gets transported into that world and they have to try to. It's like, hey, can I go home, please? Just a few ideas that I've had. Another series I've had where I think I want to do. I want to make. Because of recency bias, I want to do my own Ultraman series. Animation, of course, even though I think it would be cool to do like live action because that's Ultraman how it started. Godzilla live action, high budget Hollywood film, maybe a Godzilla series, and then maybe my own little Transformer series, just stuff like that. Obviously, I can obviously just wake up one day and start writing them, but I feel like with like, even though I've been Transformers fans for years, I haven't seen everything that's been made Transformers. So I want to like experience like what do I like about this particular medium, or what did this show did well that I liked, and how can I put that in my own little thing. I guess I feel like you have to like watch things similar. Oh, you have to watch things similar or just things of a like if you love a franchise and you want to make your own, you're gonna obviously gonna like pick and pull them from not only from just that media but just different media, like just different media in general. You might pull from like more anime influence for a certain series. You might want to pull maybe from like a novel. Because another thing too, it's just like everything's derivative, like, and that's okay. Like as long as you're not copy pasting it and just like and all this other stuff. Like, so yeah, Lazy Town belongs to an Icelandic studio with letters that my laptop does not possess. Oh yeah, Lazy Town. Lazy Town was Lazy Town. I remember liking Lazy Town as a kid. I love how the main actor for Sporticus and also I think the writer and like the show creator did actually like he was a fitness, like he was super, like he was super into fitness before even started the show, and he wanted to create a show. It's like, hey, let's teach kids about like being fit and being healthy, and then he did. I remember it. Also, really fucking is was it Lazy Town or Toontown that you said? What did I say? I don't think I said either of them. I think I was trying. I can't remember what I was saying because like I honestly I yap too much. So sometimes when you tell me like, hey, could you repeat that? I'm like, oh fuck, what did I say? But I'm just saying that I think I was talking about like being like things being like things always being derivative because it's like you get inspired by the work you love. So it's like it's okay to be like my ears suck Lamau. The fitness guy was great for that cartoon. I mean, it was like it was a live action series. It was a puppet show. To be more accurate, to put on my actually glasses. Don't you know the Lazy Town lore? You know, and all that junk. But I do think, but as I said, you know, things are a derivative. Because you know you're gonna get inspired by the things you love. You know, you might pull from a cartoon, you might pull from a novel, comic book, movie, web comic. You know, just like there's so much media out there. It's hard to be like completely original. Lazy Town was cool. I think my favorite part about Lazy Town getting back into the limelight was the fact that freaking people started like scaling him, like power scalers started compare, like said like he could possibly like beat Homelander because season 4 of The Boys was around that time, and I love that for a fact because it's really nice to see if you are aware of like Homelander, at least the show Homelander. I know he's kind of an asshole in the comic too, but like show Homelander and being like an absolute like just being like the absolute like worst person is get dogged water by like characters who are like really wholesome because because like the Powerpuff Girl, like one Powerpuff Girl can handle him. Like just put Buttercup and then he will be like a splat on the wall within like with not very within like probably minutes, actually seconds, because the Powerpuff Girls are like, keep in mind they're kindergartners, so that implies they can get stronger over time, and they're already pretty strong enough. Like they're able to like I think go through like able to fly around the Earth. One of them's able to fly around the Earth in like 11 seconds. That was like a crazy amount. It was like a crazy low time. Where's that? There's that damn ladder. I'm gonna go get it. Do do do. I'm surprised this tile's even still good. I'm pretty sure, like, in real life, like, this tile would probably, like, absolutely destroyed. Also, this is like an HOA. Like, an HOA would never get away with a house this dirty. I never lived in an HOA, and I kind of, like, and I really hope I don't ever have to. But they sound like just a huge pain in the ass. Also, another thing I've been thinking about. I think about this regularly. I don't know why I do it, but I think about like how like I've said this before, but it's really hard to put like faith or really like any focus onto like AAA gaming anymore because it's like I might just be me because I'm a PC guy. Like I'm playing on a PC. But like there's so much other things like there's so many like I don't have to rely on AAA games for really fun experiences yes anymore. Like I can just boot up. I can just we can just play an indie. I can just play like a small little indie game, or like they made a small studio with passion because and I can have fun. I can get like as good as a story from AAA game. Like AAA gaming is obviously still going to be here from the big players from various companies, but like it's like AAA doesn't really have like much that big of like of a say anymore. Like I feel like on just like gaming tastes, it's like there's genres of games you like if people can just go ahead and play without like without like having to ever play like a mainstream game. Like we don't have to rely on like getting experiences from like mainstream Call of Duty or Mario or just various other properties. Just we live in a world where like we don't really need like the big players to like have fun with games. For example, Repo and Peak have been freaking killing it. Just small little games made by small people with people with a passion. Just making fun experiences that anybody can just enjoy. Don't mean Debbie Dahmer, but I found those creepy singles in the house you're working on. Just turns out there's builder's diagrams telling the plumber where to gap the overfill pipe. Oh, okay. It's pretty cool. Like, and also we don't also. When did the console wars die? Because because I feel like at a certain point, I feel like in 2020 when we realized like we were stuck together, and we really valued crossplay. I think that's when the console wars really died. It was like, because honestly, console wars didn't really mean anything. Out of curiosity, as I say the chat flying around the Earth, 11 seconds. It's 263 miles a second, or 8,149,428 miles an hour, or Mach 10,000. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Cartoon characters are scuffed. Cartoon characters that are silly, like power comedy, is scuffed. Look at freaking like Bugs Bunny, who literally can do damn near everything. It's like it's funny. It's all nerf the Powerpuff Girls, Lamal. Nah, make them stronger. Make them give Goku around their money. Oh man, what was I about to say? Oh, I was about to say like I feel like the console wars, like I said, console wars died like when we wanted games to play with friends. I heard you were strong head as yeah. I feel like that's when the console wars die because it's like I think like listen, I've always been a Nintendo person, and even then I always knew it's like people never really took like Nintendo as seriously as like Xbox. It's like mostly because of like the Wii, I would say really kind of like changed his perception. Because I had a bias towards Nintendo, but I always knew as a kid it's like as somebody who grew up like who also I grew up with like mostly people who played Nintendo games and people who had PlayStations, so I have a little bit of a bias. Then again, everything's biased, so it's really hard to say that I'm completely like completely objective here. But if you told me, hey, if you had to like choose two out of the three major players on the console, like out of the consoles, what would you choose? Like if I could only do console only, no PC, I'll probably go with like PlayStation and like current Nintendo PlayStation systems if I had the interest for both of them. Both the interest and money if I was in a position like yeah I can buy a new console like every time like I buy like a new console every time they come out. But like I feel the console wars was kind of dead when we were kind of like in our homes, just when during um during lockdown, like they don't really matter. I don't think they matter anymore. I think people just want fun games to play with each other. And most games are on other systems. It's like there's not really much version. Like the only one I've like the only like because it's like version exclusives don't matter anymore. Because it's like, oh, if you want to play the new God of War game, just wait until it's on PC, or that's another way to play it. Or it's like feels like game like exclusives only matters if you're like a Nintendo person, which they've always had like strong exclusives. That's like their bread and butter. Strong exclusives, backwards compatibility when they had it, and just good ways to like play older games. Even though I do think that the Virtual Console is way better than the Nintendo Online, Nintendo Switch Online, because it's like at least I can own my games and just boot them up whenever I want to play them. Like it's downloaded on my system, it's there as long as it can be. Like I feel like console wars is kind of like I think people just stopped caring about the console wars. There's no point of it anymore. It's like let me play with somebody on on PlayStation. Cuz I still have friends who are on console. So it's like why can't I just, you know, just do that? We got an ad coming in 1 minute chat. I run 3 minute ads every hour to eliminate pre-roll ads, so new viewers can come in at, or anybody can come in at a moment's notice without getting bombarded by an ad. Please take this 3 minute ad to see your loved ones, maybe get some food, maybe get a little snack, drink some water, stretch your legs, treat yourself, treat yourself, treat yourself. And overall, and if you're wondering about, oh my god, I'm going to be missing out on such great rat content, I will probably just be yapping, or or just kind of just chilling here. I might just go to BRB and stretch my legs out. So yeah, that's gonna once the ad comes in, I'm gonna switch to BRB and just let y'all, you're not gonna be missing out on much, because I know that not everybody has the ability to sub. So yeah. Actually, I could just go to. I'm gonna. Hello, chat. You're not missing anything. It's just me. Because we're in an ad right now. Ugh. Oh, I gotta stretch my back. I'm gonna check something real quick, chat. Off the side. Ugh. I'm gonna take the time to stretch. I've been mute this entire time. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's so embarrassing. I'm so sorry, chat. I was yapping about like food trucks. I was yapping about lunch, but damn. Why didn't you tell me? No. It's bound to happen. I guess gotta learn to double check. Then again, I'm like, either way, I'm happy myself. We missed a food truck. Yeah. Basically, what I said, it's like, food trucks are cool. I understand that, like, I wouldn't go to like, there's usually they're like at events, and they usually have to like charge like a pretty penny because they have to make some money back to like one to like of like the vendor cost to like to be there at like at like an event. But there's some pretty good food from I remember from what I get. I don't know if food trucks we usually get like last time I think I got some like a dessert thing. Usually like the dessert things and stuff like that. But usually what I experience with food trucks or stuff like that. That's usually my it's usually my food truck thing. Or like sometimes I can't remember. I think I've gone. I can't remember like if I got something really good at a food truck, like food wise. It's been a hot minute. I remember there's that one show, the Food Truck Wars, or the Great like fruit food truck war, or like challenge, or like that whole thing. That was cool. What was the last bit of dirt on this godforsaken ramp? Interesting take on food trucks. Like, I'm pretty sure the businesses are cool. I'm pretty sure most people who run them are pretty chill. But there's not really anything I've seen there. I don't think I can get like other, diners or just cool. I think the great, although like local food vendors, there's just one thing. There's this one place, this one vendor we went to this little like Asian festival. But they had a bulgogi cheesesteak sandwich, and oh my god, it was amazing. It had like egg, it had like this very sweet sauce. The beef was tender. It was amazing. One of the best things I got like from a food vendor, from a food cart. It wasn't even a truck. It was just a food cart. Absolutely delicious. And I follow them on Instagram, and they do a lot of things local in my state, and they've added like flavors. They have like a bacon, egg, and cheese like color. Bro, I wanted chicken. I ordered on chicken ears. Now I want whatever that is, dude. It had good cheese. It had delicious sauce. It had like egg. It was bomb. It was so good. Gonna go to the chicken and make something greasy and healthy because of you. Hey, don't blame me. I'm just talking about whatever I wanted. Or just talking about whatever. I'm doing my job. I'm talking a lot. Cause I'm a streamer. But yeah. Yeah. Just that was one of the best things I ever had like at anything. But I'm really hoping we go to another event where they are there and I can get like another one of those. It was like well, it was like 14. It was like I know it was more than $14. Or at least it's 14 at minimum. But those were probably the that was probably the best money I'll spend on anything on any form of food. I also have this. They also there's one thing about the bulgogi cheese steak. It was on this like this bread, like this very thick, thick bread. It was absolutely amazing. This control, I forgot. That's man, it's really like once I realized like oh shoot, there's like areas that like I need to hit, like the small ones. I usually try to focus on that. Floor's done. Gotta get those nooks and crannies. Yep, gotta get all those crannies. Getting these nooks and crannies reminded me that like it's always important to clean the back of your ears. Okay, that's what's dirty. Just wondering what the hell's going on. My foot's asleep. Oh, my foot fell asleep. Where's my ladder? Let's get the top. I hate when if I sit a certain way for a while, my foot falls asleep. I'd probably vocalized it before, but like, foot's asleep. It's going honk shoo, honk shoo, honk shoo. Or maybe it's a honk me. Maybe I can't. It's a honk shooer or a honk me. Look at this silly little burger. Because I built this mystery, people lean into the sales and took a dive. Yeah, and I cleared my ingredient list. People saw the also content it was really in. Jesus. I've sent an option to deliver an odd customer where I found them, and I do meet odd. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bus looks like a deer. DUI, make you should die. That's been popping up my feed, just people doing their own versions of that Asgore meme. Lol, very good. I haven't even played Deltarune, but like, but that like little meme has been popping up, and honestly, I think it's pretty hilarious. Lol, very good. I've heard Deltarune's pretty good. It's Toby Fox. He's made pretty good stuff. He composed a song in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it's really damn good. Man knows how to make some bomb ass music. But again, putting a good composer in Pokemon with series with like who knows how to make fantastic music, it's like, yeah, of course. There's the rest of the dirt. Burger sauce is done. This the little ding sound effect kind of sounds like a bell, like a ringing bell, like you found like at a restaurant. Okay, I got the truck rear. I'm trying to get these freaking this burger bun. If I just gotta go with. Where the frick? Can this please? Where's the dirt? Hey, how are you? Hi, hi, Anaya. What's up? Thank you for coming in. How you doing? I'm doing well. I'm just about to clean this boyga over here. How's life treating you? Just chilling this food truck. Might be the last thing we do today, but glad you came in. I'm a little bit tired. Well, honestly, I think being a little bit tired is worse than like having an awful day. Enjoying your stream? Yeah, I accidentally was mute for like a good probably like 10 minutes. I accidentally did not unmute myself after a certain point. But other than that was the only like major blunder. But it's fine. This was the entire stream. It was the entire stream. I probably would have like deleted this VOD honestly, but hey, it happens. It happens. Big streamers make mistakes. Good, good. Yeah. Where am I from? Planet Earth. Teehehehe. There we go. Where in God's name is the... What's your favorite game? Favorite game of all time? Let's see. Probably Super Mario Galaxy. One of my favorites. That's my favorite game. And also Cross of Crashers. That's a nice one. And also Pokemon Black 2. That's another nice one. The hell's the last thing I haven't cleaned yet? Tires. I haven't cleaned the tires. Okay, I gotta go do that. That's great. Yeah, those are the games I like. Mostly because I like most of like nostalgia, I would say. Like I grew up on Pokemon Black 2 and Pokemon and Mario, but then I really liked this one LP group that plays Castle Crashers to the point it like made me want to play Castle Crashers and get a PC to play it. I'm gonna dismiss this. I'm gonna snooze this ad for 5 minutes so we can end relatively soon. What's your favorite game, Anaya? All right, we said one more wing mirror. How long have you played in this game? Let's see. Let me check my. Let's see. I currently have about 8 hours in total. Um, so not that much. I only really play this game on stream. I haven't really had like the time to like play this off stream. I probably should. I do like it. That's great. Bonnet. No wait. Bonnet flaps. What are the bonnet flaps? These things. Food prep unit. Okay. Trying to get this done quickly. It's where the frick's the dirt? There it is. Alright. Headlights. Yeah, it's pretty good. I need to play this. Maybe should play this game more off stream because it's a lot of fun. I don't think I play any games I play like, except like maybe Minecraft from time to time. I think all the games I usually play like. I usually play like on stream. I really like play like for myself really. Where the hell? I'm just use this set as well. Okay, where the frick is it? Please. Okay, I'll skip that because normally it'll tell me where to clean. Service door hinges. Okay, that's one. It's two. It's three. There we go. That was the last thing. Okay. All right. All right. I think that's good, chat. I think we're gonna. That's what we're gonna stream today. Let's see. Let's find somebody to raid first before we do anything. Uh, First of all, I appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you very much. I will not be here tomorrow to stream, but I will be. But I'll be on vacation. But I'll be back on my normal time on Wednesday. So y'all won't miss much. Thank you very much for coming in today. Thank you, Anaya, for coming in and chatting. Thank you, Elijah, for coming in and chatting. Thank you, Dries, for coming in and chatting. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate all of you. Appreciate the chats, the lurks. Wayne, also thanks for coming in and chatting on the follow. Thank you for the new follows. I appreciate all of y'all. Here's our raid message, a rat sandwich, and I hope life treats you well. I hope good things happen to you. I hope that that life brings good fortune to all of you, and I hope just great things happen. Hello, Captua. You just we're about to end stream, so you're gonna join. So you're gonna join the raid. But I hope life treats you well. I hope life treats you better. I hope great things happen to you. I just overall hope that great things happen to you all, chat. And thank you very much for the audience I have today. I thank you for coming in. I'm very grateful to be in the situation in the first place. So yeah, let's raid somebody. We'll be raiding. We're gonna be raiding Chairman, because it is his birthday. Because it's his take care at. It is his birthday today, he's doing an early birthday stream. That's what he's doing. It's not his birthday, but he's doing a early birthday stream. So make sure you give a chair a very happy early birthday. But yeah. Let me try to get hello. Let me just see if I can. Okay, I think I got the right message. All right, I'll see you guys. Once again, see you guys another time. See you guys next Wednesday, because I won't be streaming tomorrow. But yeah, see you guys then. Goodbye, my chatty watties.